You guys are probably wondering where Ron's been lately and over this last month. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, so stay tuned. And here's a hint. There's no corn in sight. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today Ron is down here in southwest Louisiana. That's right, about as far south from Iowa as you can get, still in the continental United States. I am down kind of like I said, the southwest Louisiana range, and you can kind of see there it is rice country down here. So I'm going to explain a little bit about where I've been, talk about the crops grown down here, and just kind of show you a little bit, guys. You can kind of see there's a harvest operation going around in the background. No, this is not experimental John Deere equipment, just so you guys know. But I was down here working for Deere, working on combines, and it was really cool to see the crops down here. I've never seen anything like the farming practices down here. So I'm going to talk a little about this, but rice is an interesting crop. So I'm going to first talk about the field layout. As you can kind of see, there's a little hump or terrace or check or levee, however you want to call it, right here. All of the fields down here are laser leveled, which means they basically take a laser and they start on the high side near normally where the pump is, which I'm trying to look, there's a pump over there, so the high side's over there, and they laser level it to slightly go down to the drain side. Because rice is flood irrigated. It gets water by flooding the fields. I believe there's different practices. You can fly on rice or you can drill it, but there's different practices how you do it. But either way, you seed your rice, then you flood your field, or you flood your field, then you have an airplane come fly on rice, and then it grows. And it grows into this. Rice is extremely abrasive. This is at harvest time right now. This is what a rice head looks like. It is not fun to eat. This is hybrid rice. There's really two types of rice, hybrid and conventional from my understanding. Hybrid is what this is right here. Hybrid rice basically has this big old flag leaf up on top, just a big tall leaf. And hybrid rice is awful on a combine. It's got little itty bitty hairs, you guys can't see it. But if you feel it, if you rub your hand, go on the opposite way of the stalk, you feel it, it hurts your hands. It is horrible on the inside of a combine. It wears it out in a hurry. That's why Deere is testing down here. And then conventional rice just doesn't have the hairs. Hybrid rice is good because it has the yield spike. It's a lot higher yielding. It's pretty good yielding rice. This rice yield anywhere from 150 to 200 bushels an acre, or about up to 60 barrels an acre is how they do rice, how they measure yield in rice. Barrels is about 3.5. 1 barrel is about 3.5 bushel is how it equates to approximately. 1 barrel is 162 pounds of rice, and I believe for long grain rice is about 45 pound test weight. That's kind of a farmer fact right there. You can kind of see this stuff yields a bunch, and oh, there's so many little itty bitty hairs on there. You can't see it, but if you feel it, it is rough. But anyway, the farming practices down here are awesome. Rice is the main crop for a lot of farmers down here, but they also have some secondary crops that I'll show you guys soon as well. But there's just some good rice harvest going on in the background. It's kind of neat. But yeah, I've never seen farming practices quite like this, and it's been kind of cool. I've been down here for 4 weeks, and I've never eaten such good food down here in Southern Louisiana. If you guys are ever looking to go travel for some food, come to here. Like, man, crawfish down here, the seafood, awesome. So let's go and show you some other companion crops like sugarcane, crawfish farming, and soybeans. So like I was saying, rice is such a cool crop because it has the yields of corn, but you're taking it in with the draper head. Like, it's oh my man, it is just so cool. It's such a neat crop. The farming practices down here are awesome. They have a whole bunch of dirt work and dirt moving equipment down here. It's cool how they prepare their fields and they flood them. The thing that's cool about rice is, I guess I didn't even mention this, but rice actually grows a second crop. So when you can plant your crop, harvest it, leave it sit, put more fertilizer on there, and it'll grow again. Let's go find another field like that as well. But basically what they do is they harvest it, and they run a bush hog, like you'll see right here. They'll run a bush hog over it, trim the stubble down, because the stubble is very abrasive, and if you run a lot of stubble through, you'll go a lot slower, and it'll wear the crap out of your combine. So they cut it high, run a batwing over it to mow down the stubble, and then just let it sit. Like, that field was just harvested, it'll probably start regrowing here soon. And they'll just let it sit, flood it again, put fertilizer on, And so let's go find a field like that. Also, shout out to Corey Drummond and to Buddha's boy. Corey, congrats on the new baby. I only got to talk for a little bit, but hey, thanks for recognizing me, man. It was a pleasure meeting you. And Buddha's kid, I cannot remember your name for the life of me. I do apologize, but it was awesome meeting you, and I hope you're having a good one down here. So right there's an old crawfish pond. So as I was mentioning before, the rotation goes crawfish rice on some ground, and then it goes rice soybeans. It's kind of neat. Like here are two fields. This field was harvested a couple days ago, and this field was like a week ago. So look at the difference. They didn't do anything to this field other than put some fertilizer on there. So let's just hop out and take a look. So rice is a cool plant. It basically, you put a seed in the ground, it grows about 10 to 15 tillers is what they're called. Hop the levee. So you can kind of see it just clumps, like clump, 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 clump. Each one of these was one rice seed that just grew a bunch of tillers. And what you do is you put it in there, it grows, you harvest it, you cut it short, either with a combine or a brush hog, then you reflood it, put fertilizer on there, and you let it grow again. Literally, this is a second crop. So when you hear that rice has a second crop, it just regrows itself. It's not like corn where you have to plant it every single time. You kind of see, look, this even's got a little baby rice head already. That's really far along, but here's the good stuff, the new stuff coming right out. Again, just over a week after harvesting, this field's already greening up. It's really cool. Rice is an awesome crop. They just reflooded it. That's all they did. And I think here's a drain over here. But yeah, so I believe this will be crawfish next year. So they'll harvest this again, and then they'll reflood it. They'll put crawfish in here. They'll start multiplying. Oh yeah, here's a drain. They'll start multiplying, and it just so happens here's a crawfish trap. And they'll crawfish this from, I believe the crawfish season is either January or February until July. And for those of you guys that have never been down south, crawfish is an absolute delicacy. But basically, here's a trap. You got 3 little inlets. A crawfish looks like this if I have a picture, but they basically look like a small lobster, and they move around with their tail first, so they can back into here real easy, but they can't get out. So they basically just lay these traps 120 feet apart every 15 feet or so, and they just go check them every single day, 7 days a week, from January until July. It's a heck of a job, but it's a delicacy down here. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so this is rice. So the rotation down here goes rice, crawfish, but it also goes rice, soybeans as well. I believe that's just for a cover crop. But yeah, rice is one cool plant. You guys have any questions or anything? I can answer more questions. Oh, here's a dried up crawfish. You can see its eyes right there. That's what a crawfish looks like. So I believe, like I said, they'll put some crawfish in there probably sometime soon. They'll let them kind of bury down so they won't get killed by the harvester. They'll come through and harvest this, reflood it, and then they'll start crawfishing it here in January probably. It's really, really cool down here, the kind of the crop rotation. And I haven't even touched sugarcane yet. So again, like I said, it's either rice, crawfish for rotation. It's rarely continuous rice for disease pressure and stuff. And otherwise it goes rice, soybeans. And it's a crop rotation, like I said, just as I mentioned in previous videos, just to mix up your chemical rotation and your weeds to kind of hit something different with your weeds. So, and I haven't even hit sugarcane yet. There's sugarcane all over here too, so let's go check out a sugarcane field. And here are old crawfish ponds that are drained and stuff. What these guys will do is after they drain, well, here's a rice field that was just cut, it's just starting to grow back. But after you cut a crawfish pond, or after you pull all the traps out of your crawfish pond, you let the water drain, then you just start working the ground, you disc it. Like this field was crawfish. You disc it, you work the ground, you level it off, then you laser level it, kind of re-level your field. They rarely move the levees and stuff, but they laser level it, and then they plant rice here. I believe they plant in like February or so, because I mean, South Louisiana, it is 94 degrees right now at 2:30 in the afternoon, and it is hot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for the guys that live down here, I do not envy you, because it was some miserable working conditions down here. I'm not used to this heat and humidity. But yeah, here's a dried up crawfish field that they're gonna start working here soon. But yeah, it was some really cool area. But anyway, so that's it on rice. You guys got any questions or comments on that? And how do you guys like this Ron on the Road series? I'll be gone for quite a bit. Look, oh, there's another good benefit of out flooded fields. Look at all the wildlife in there. That's cool. And if you guys are, what do you guys think about rice though? If you guys are more interested in rice and want to learn more, my buddy Matthew Sliger out in California, he's got a channel that's solely focused on his farm and rice. And he's a big proponent of rice, which is a cool crop. It's called Rice Farming TV. I'll link it down in the description. You guys should check it out. But yeah, so let's go find some sugarcane for you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. You got the Bud Man here from beautiful Jackson County, Iowa. Just leaving my dad's house here and give you a quick view of his backyard. So, oh, we got lick tubs, protein. Gonna run these out to the farm quick so the cows have them down there. They like to have a little bit of that little treat, so we're gonna run that out there. Here's my next new little adventure we're gonna have here. We're gonna get some spears put on here. This goes on the back of my tractor so we can haul 2 bales instead of 1. So that's what we got going on here. So that's what I'm heading. I'm heading out to the farm, give the cows some lick tubs, and then we're going to run home. I have 8 pints and 7 quarts of beans cooking on the stove or canning. So I gotta run out to the farm, get some stuff done, feed the cats, check the cows again, make sure they're settled down in a new little home for a while, and see what happens when we get out there. So with that being said, you got the Bud Man here from beautiful Jackson County, Iowa. Got any questions, comments, or concerns, let Ron know. He'll get a hold of you. He's actually heading south on Monday, heading somewhere, I guess, way I don't know for sure where he's at, but that's where he's heading south for a couple weeks for work. I'm actually going to take off and just go for a ride too. My wife and I are just going to jump in the car and take off and be gone for a couple days also, just to get away. So with that being said, Hartung Family Farms, you got the Bud Man. See ya, have a great day. It's beautiful.
Another major crop down here in southwest Louisiana is sugarcane. I have never seen it before, but it's really cool. Asking around, the rotation goes 3 years of cane, which, like I said, you plant it once, it regrows. 3 years of cane, 1 year of fallow, 1 year of soybeans, 3 years of cane again. So this is really cool. I don't know anything about this. I just know that Deere makes sugarcane harvesters, and it's basically like a chopper where you're continuously running. So I don't know, sugarcane is one cool crop. It's tall too, it's like 15 feet tall. Well, maybe not, 12 feet at least. Neat, very, very cool. I just know that you basically chop up sugarcane in little itty bitty foot long pieces, throw them in a trailer, and they get kind of broken down and made into sugar. But yeah, and like I said, they also have soybeans as well. And sugarcane is also flood irrigated. You can kind of see it's not flooded right now, but they're on beds. It's kind of every sugarcane plant is on a bed, and it's beds all the way down. But yeah, so sugarcane is really cool. Everything down here is awesome. It's completely different from Iowa. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, drop them below. I don't have a ton of time because I want to get back home. I've been down here for 4 weeks. I'm on my way home right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and end this video right here, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do more of these videos where I'm out on the road, just kind of showing you different parts of the country. Again, I'm in southwest Louisiana, gonna head home. About 15-hour drive. Gonna try and make it to maybe St. Louis tonight. But thank you to all the guys that I've met down here. It was a blast. Yeah. Until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We got more things coming, guys. Harvest is literally a couple weeks away for chopping. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now.